What's good, everybody? RJ Sheldon here, back with another Spartan Dog episode. You see my good brother on the screen, Mr. Tony Lippett, aka Lip. What's happening, partner?
Yeah, what it is.
Man, you already know what it is. Another day, another dollar. Continuing this drive to go ahead and be the best version of ourselves. But let's go ahead and hop into it. For people that are new here, me and Lip talk about the Michigan area, professional and collegiate sports. So if you know what those are, you don't have to go through them. But if you got to, we'll just go through them for you. Let's talk about these Lions, man. You want to talk about a dominant performance? Good God. 52-14. Jared Goff was 12 of 15, 85 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, 11 carries, 127 yards and 1 touchdown. Sam Laporta, 6 receptions for 48 yards and a touchdown. I mean, if you look at the stats this game, I can go on and on. Dominant performance on both sides of the ball for the Lions. Lions are now 6-1, first in the NFC North. Talk to me a little about your Lions, man, because it's looking real serious.
Oh, it's looking serious for sure. I remember last week we was talking about it, and I was like, man, this one of them trap games, coming in. They might come in and play. It wasn't none of that. it wasn't none of that, man. Obviously, the Lions just complete team. Like, he didn't throw for 12-15 for 85 yards. So your quarterback didn't throw for 100 yards and you put up 52 points. That sounds like you have weapons all over the board. And they do have weapons. Khalil Raymond is becoming a dangerous guy. He had a punt return to the crib. That was like, damn, what was that, like 80, 90 yards to the crib. He been making plays in the wide receiver room in the wide receiver game. Obviously, 4 receivers, what was it? 2 tight ends, 4 guys from receivers and tight ends scored touchdowns. And like I said, he didn't have 100 yards. Jared Goff, well, he had 3 passing touchdowns. It's crazy. Like, this team is deep. The depth of this team is deep. The mindset of this team is deep. And they just look like they ready for whatever this year. They kind of look like they ready for all of the moments. And in a season, you got to show that you can win in different ways. You got to be able to win without your quarterback having a great game. See if you can win without your defense showing up, because every game, defense not going to show up. You got to understand that. This is an offensive game. All these new penalties, all these new rules, all of this stuff is in benefit of the offense. So your defense going to kind of walk into games handicapped. And if they not playing well, they definitely going to be handicapped. So your defense not going to show up every time. But like I said, it's an offensive game. And if you can put up 52 points and take care of what you need to take care of, that's showing the championship team. Now, obviously, they have to get there and, make the plays when they need to make the plays so they can be a championship team for sure. But we've looked at teams at the previous years and be like, hey, that team, watch out for that team. You feel me? At the middle of the season, you're like, hey, that team going to be good. That team going to be good. That team coming. I think the Lions are there now. And it's on them right now to see it through. So I'm excited from what I've seen from the Detroit Lions. A lot of playmakers on the team. 52 points in the NFL, bro. That's hard, bro. Like, I don't care what you say. 52 points and you only give up 14? What they say? What you say? Belt to ass?
Belt to ass.
That's belt to ass in every way.
Man.
I'm loving what I'm seeing, but Lions all the way, baby.
No, just to sprinkle in on that, it was when you just watched a team being able to go ahead and win more than 30 points, or you creep to 40, like, okay, they might have done, but they went and put 50 up at home. Granted, I don't care what team it is. I don't care if it was a team that was 2-6, 1-7, 4-4, whatever it is. That was a complete ass whooping that the Lions went ahead and put on the Titans. That just rolls in what I'm about to say right now. Big week for both of us. Lions face the Packers in Lambeau. That's going to be a backyard brawl. Both teams are playing at a very high level right now. Thank God it's not a noon game. At least we can get a 3:25. That should have been a primetime game.
Yeah.
But talk to me about this game. coming up this week, because this right here is going to go ahead and declare who's going to go and get that 1 seed in the NFC North, because I do truly believe, and I think you can probably attest to this as well, that one of these teams in the NFC North is going to get the 1 seed. One of these teams in the NFC North are going to be a team to go ahead and get the 1 seed for sure.
For sure. For sure. I think three teams gonna make the playoffs from this division. And I'm gonna take it here. Maybe 4. Maybe
Yeah,
it depends on the strength of these teams in the NFC,
right.
because you look at other divisions, they ain't that like the second team in other divisions ain't that good. You feel me? Like the second team, they ain't that good. But this game right here is gonna be a big game because now the Lions are getting to division games. They're getting into these bigger games where the first few, I would say, they played one division game, and that was against the Vikings. So they basically all of their division games is now, like from here to the end of the season, and I kind of like that because it makes more meaningful football. But this game gonna be big in Lambeau, to go into Lambeau and win. I remember, was it last year they went into Lambeau? Did they win in Lambeau last year?
Yeah, we split. We beat you guys on, I think it was
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, and
Yeah.
then you guys I think you crushed it. No, you didn't crush, because that year we played the Dallas, but we beat you guys. I forget what the score was, but we split last year.
Okay. So basically, neither one of these, last year they split and they both won on the road. So now this is the first time y'all meet each other. Both of these teams are damn near Super Bowl teams. They have Super Bowl rosters. They have Super Bowl coaches. They have Super Bowl like fan base and culture and all of that. So now it's like, who gonna show up? I think this is gonna be, I would say this is what, probably game of the week.
It's got to be.
I would say this is game of the week. We gonna see what all these players are about. I hope it's cold. I hope
It's
it's
supposed
cold.
to rain. That's what it's supposed to rain, and it's supposed to be like 45 or something like that.
Love it. Football weather. Love it.
Right.
Play with the elements. Play with the elements. See if you can win with the elements. 'Cause, I mean, you always playing shit on the damn in the dome all the time anyway. In a team in your division is in the dome. Is Chicago new stadium gonna be a dome?
I think so. Yep, they're gonna have an overhang, which is crazy. I just pray that Lambeau Field never ever puts an overhang over the stadium, which I think they never will.
Yeah, I don't really. I prefer playing in the elements all the time. I don't really like playing in domes like that. It just gives me basketball. I don't like I don't want to do that. I want to play football. But
Right.
this is the game of the week. I mean, it's gonna be a electrifying game. A lot of plays will be made. We're gonna see who's gonna be able to make a key stop or be able to make a key play when it counts. This is like your superstar game. This ain't a role player game. This ain't the guard didn't block on. No, this is a superstar game. So we're gonna see what superstars show up, and we're gonna see if they can put their best on tape when their best is needed. So I'm excited about this game. What you
Yeah. No.
think?
Yeah. No. I mean, this is. I'm gonna be locked in. I'm ready to see just great football being played. You look at both these teams; they're just like you said, Super Bowl coaches, Super Bowl players, the roster. It's one of those, and I talked about it with James. It's just one of those backyard NFC North brawls. This game's gonna be physical. Guys are gonna have to make plays, and I mean, really, you took the words out of my mouth. Like, we're gonna see who the superstars are on both ends. We're gonna see what D lineman's gonna go ahead and wreak havoc on both ends. We're gonna see what corners are gonna go ahead and be the guys. We're gonna see what quarterback is the better quarterback. There's so many matchups that are gonna be go ahead and be judged after this game, because that's gonna let you know what team you're gonna be when it comes down the road. Because next thing you know, playoffs are here. This season, NFL seasons fly by. Next thing you know, we're at the end of the month in November, and we're talking about, oh shit, we gotta, as a team perspective, we gotta go ahead and pick this up because we want to get this 1 seed, or we gotta go ahead and pick this up to get to the 4th seed, or we just gotta go ahead and get in.
Yeah.
So this is one of those games. Now it's like, okay, we got to start winning these divisional games. I'm just excited, man. I love when two teams like this come together and play, because everything counts, and it's really like a mini playoff game. It's a playoff game before the playoff game. So I'm excited for this game. Yep.
Go ahead. No, I just got a
I
question.
was just gonna say it's just 325. That's when it starts.
Yeah.
Lambeau, it's about to go down.
Question. When you look at the Packers offense, outside of Jordan Love, because we know who Jordan Love is, he's a weapon. He's a guy. He's cold. A little reckless at times, but he's gonna get better with that with growth. When you going into playing the Packers, who is the first person that you game planning for on their offense? Like who do you when you look at the Packers? Hey, we stop this guy. Who is that for you?
Well, I would go ahead and say Jordan Love for sure.
Yeah, but we know Jordan Love.
But
But
we
I'm
know
talking
Jordan Love.
outside of that.
I would go ahead and have to say you've got to stop the safety blanket with Romeo Dobbs and that connection that Jordan Love feels so comfortable throwing with him when it comes to type situations. I'm sure if we went ahead and saw the statistics on third downs, second downs,
Yeah.
or just momentum plays for the quarterback to get in rhythm, that's going to be a very high target. So I mean, if I'm any team coming in, that's what I'm stopping immediately. Because I know, with Watson and Reed, yes, they go ahead and get theirs, but those are more of like, okay, we're going to take a shot now. Romeo Dobbs is the guy that is just a consistency for Jordan Love, knowing that, hey, listen, I can go ahead and throw a 5 yard out to him. He goes ahead, all right, now I'm in rhythm. And now we start seeing where they go down the field doing double moves, just like you saw against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They were running out routes all day. Boom, he does an out and up, unreal ball placement that Jordan Love threw that. Great catch as well. But that is probably the premier guy that you have got to go into a game plan if you're Detroit and be like, okay, we got to stop this guy. Granted, I know we have a ton of great other players, Josh Jacobs, Christian Watson, Jalen Reed. Um, but if you stop that, that's going to put a little bit of a bump in the road for the Packers that maybe has like, okay, well, if they're trying to take this away, that makes LaFleur do something else. And that's what's going to be so great about this game is that you're going to see so many things being taken away to where now coaches are making adjustments and they're going to make the right adjustments. Like, you want to be honest, to be honest here, um, Packers offensive line not really doing so hot. They really, that left side is not holding up as we want to, but we were able to run the ball with Josh Jacobs. So there's so many things that are going to be going ahead and, like, man, why is this not working out? But this is working out. It's going to be so, crazy to see. But to basically wrap up your question, you just got to go ahead and really take away Romeo Dobbs because he's Jordan Love's basically engine starter for him to go ahead and get the pass game going.
Okay, that's definitely a good answer. I like Romeo Dobbs. He definitely gives me that Green Bay Packer wide receiver vibe for sure. But this the route I was taking. This is a different angle because I thought about this the other day and I'm like, man, if I'm guarding the Packers and I looking at it like, bro, I need to isolate this person. I need to stop this person because this person can change the game. I look at Jaden Reed, bro.
True. I was gonna say him as well, but and the thing is, there's so many playmakers because we have so many. It's like we're blessed. We're in a blessed situation. But go ahead.
You're right. I say Jaden Reed because he can really change the game.
Yeah.
He's a game. Okay, I'm not gonna go into he's a game changer right now. I think he's trending in that way, but he can break a game open in multiple ways. If that's a reverse, if that's a sweep, if that's a screen, if that's a deep ball, 60 yards down the field, if that's catching a slant and making somebody miss and getting vertical and just opening up the defense to another level. He is that guy that to me, if I'm going into the Packers, I'm like, hey, we gotta know where number 11 is at. Dobbs is cool. We know Dobbs, but we have to know where number 11 is at. We have to take him out of the game and make Dobbs beat us. Make him throw it to Christian Watson. Make him throw it to Wicks, and make him throw it to everybody else because number 11 got a different level of speed. He got a different level of I'm about to break this shit open.
Absolutely.
Like
No. Yeah.
he has that, and that's why I wanted to ask you that question to see what you was gonna say, which is a good answer, Romeo Dobbs. I put Jaden Reed right there because he been balling, and
Yeah.
Well, he touched the ball in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like LaFleur, I'm not gonna say he run his offense through 11, but if you look at it, 11 be in the game plan heavy, heavy. So that's my thing right there because he one of the ultimate X factors. I'm not saying he's gonna be one that's gonna give you 100 yards a game every game, but you better know where he at when when they break that huddle. I'm gonna tell you that. So that's why I went there with that. Shout out
No,
to
yeah, absolutely. Shout out to him, man. It's just incredible to see, obviously, guys that we've, have came through Michigan State that are doing their thing. He's going to go ahead and just to add on, he's going to get paid. I think
yeah.
he's so, like you just already mentioned, so versatile, and he does great things for the offense. And yes, he's about number 2 on that play sheet that LaFleur's got. You best believe it. Josh Jacobs, Jalen Reed, and then the rest trickle in because, I mean, he's having an incredible career right now, or season this year, excuse me. I think he has over like 500 yards, a couple touchdowns. He's doing his thing. I know he's leading, I think, the Packers in receiving yards, and obviously second in rushing, but shout out to him, man. Man, this is going to be a great game. This is
And,
going to be a great game.
he got 31 catches, 507 yards, and 3 touchdowns right now through what is it, 7 games,
Yep,
7,
I
8.
think.
Last year he had 64 catches, 793 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He already got 507 yards right now. So he should be around, going how it's going. He should be around 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 yards. But you never know. I would put Josh Jacobs first, and then you said him. I'm putting him first because at the end of
Yeah,
the day, my quarterback is Jordan Love, and he's
yep.
going to throw the ball all the time. So there, you can hand the ball off for sure. But if Jordan Love your quarterback, Josh Jacobs, you cold, but we gonna go through Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
We gonna put the
100%.
Jordan Love in. So I like that though.
Man, it's going to be a great one. I can't wait to just be able to 325.
Who you
I might
taking,
go.
bro? Who you taking?
Whom, whom,
Who you taking, bro?
come on, bro. You know who I'm taking. I'm taking the
You got the Lions.
Packers.
You got the Lions.
No.
I think
Oh, man.
you got the Packers.
Yeah, I got the Packers.
I think the Packers is gonna win too. I think this is gonna be the first game we look at the Lions and be like, ugh. I think this is the first one. I think being that it's in Lambeau, it's gonna be in them conditions. We don't know how Jordan Love gonna be in those. I mean, not Jordan Love. Jared Goff gonna be in those conditions. He used to play in the dome. We don't know how he gonna be playing if it's rainy, if the ball wet a little bit. We don't know how they gonna adjust to that. But they in Green Bay right now practicing. And they probably wetting the ball. It's probably a little cold outside. I got the Packers. I think they going. I just think they gonna win. I got the Packers.
That's real. Appreciate the honesty. It's always nice when we got honest guys on here, and that's why you're on here. But that
I ain't
game is
want
at
it.
3. I know you don't. I know
I ain't
you
want
don't.
it.
But that game's at 325. It is on Fox. We got Tom Brady, I think, calling it, or it might be CBS or whichever one he is. But that's going to be a good game, and definitely tune into that. Man, I don't even want to talk about this, but tough loss for Michigan State football. They lost their team down the road, 24-17. Aiden Childs was 17 of 23 from the field, 189 yards, 1 touchdown. Nathan Carter was a man this game, 19 carries, 118 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 receptions for 56 yards. Nick Marsh had 4 receptions for 42 yards and a touchdown. Foster Jr. had 4 receptions for 44, and Jack Velling had 4 receptions for 40 yards. I said this when I had my own little segment. This is a prime example that you have got to score points, touchdowns on the first drive, or points in general, but you have to go ahead and score on the first drive. And that has been our Achilles heel, this whole season. We outplayed them on the offensive end. Basically could have did whatever we wanted to do. This was a game where the offense was picking up the defense. Defense was, getting timely stops when need be. But we have got to start drives with the touchdown. And if we do that, this game could have been completely different. We could have been looking at 24-24 going into OT. Or if they go and kick the field goal, which Kim missed the field goal, any type of points there is a different ball game, and I think we do have an opportunity to possibly go ahead and win the game or go into OT. Six situation right now, we're 4-4. It's not going to get any easier. We got Indiana coming up. Just give me your brief outlook on this real quick. And obviously take how long as you want, but what did you see from your eyes watching this game?
What did I see when I was watching this game? I just seen we wasn't able to finish. We not able to finish right now. Like if we not up and we not get a good start to the game, we're not able to finish. And like I said, it's gonna be hard. It's hard to play on the road. It's a night game. Like I said, you never know who's gonna come out to play. You know what I'm saying? The first drive of the game, they had the ball. They drove the ball. First, that was a great drive.
Great drive.
Great drive. They had the ball for 9 minutes to start the game, and then missed the field goal on the 5, 6, 7, 8 yard line. Missed the field goal. That just took the air out of the damn. You feel me? Like that just gave the fan. You miss a field goal. You do all that drive, and then you miss a field goal. That arena erupt, and energy is real. Like I said, we're just not able to finish right now. I was a little. Offense was cool, like you said. Nathan Carter, he was running the rock. He was making some. He was looking like a guy. I ain't gonna lie. He was looking like, okay, I like what he's doing right now. He need to touch the ball a little bit more. This is what I'm gonna say about a few other guys. Like I said, I want to see Aiden Childs run the ball more. He had 8 carries for 6 yards. This ain't a game you have 8 carries for 6 yards. Like you gotta find ways to get some first downs with your legs. Take the air out of the crowd. Take the energy out of the stadium. You have to be that. You have to be aware of that as a quarterback, and that's just gonna come with growth. Wide receivers was all right. They was all right. Defense is what surprised me. I definitely didn't think they was gonna score 24 points. I had no clue that Michigan would. If you would have told me, hey, they gonna score 24 points when their quarterback was 13 for 19, 123 yards. They lead and running back had 9 carries for 24 yards, and then the backup running back to him had 13 carries for 18 yards. If you told me that we was gonna lose that game with those numbers right there, I'd be like, bro, you lying.
Right.
Because I thought our defense was better than Michigan's defense. Michigan was missing one of their best, their best corner out there. Will Johnson, he's projected to be a top 10 NFL draft pick. He wasn't on the field. Our defense shocked me a little bit. We competed, but in the second half, they was just making some runs and making some plays, and I was like, bro, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Like, what are we doing? But that's the finish part that I'm talking about. And I also don't think they understood the intensity of this game. But I think they felt it. They felt the energy. They felt arriving to the stadium. They felt people booing them. You already know when you warming up pregame and you in that stadium, how they talking and how they going crazy on you. You can feel you feel it. They never felt that before.
Right.
A lot of these guys never felt that because they never been there. But to go in there and feel it, I think it'd be good for our team moving forward. But I just don't think we fully know how to finish right now. And maybe we do next year, but I'm talking about right now. Right now, we don't know how to finish. In these games, you got to know how to finish. In these games, big players got to make big plays in big moments. And we just didn't make enough plays.
Hit it right on the head. Michigan State plays Indiana. I believe that maybe another primetime game. They play at 6:30 maybe?
3:30.
3:30?
Yep.
I mean, they're 8-0. So we're going to see what we're made out of. I think this right here is going to go ahead and be the tale of what the Michigan State season was. Losing to Michigan. What do you do when you bounce back? What are you going to go ahead? You're just going to go ahead and loaf? You're going to go ahead and just look at next year? Because we're going to see if y'all looking at next year within the first 5 minutes of the game. I will, and I know you will, because we've been in those positions before. We know when teams are, okay, checked out, good. So let's see what you got. I think we can go ahead and, we're back at the woodshed. We played good at the woodshed. We faced Iowa. We beat them by double digits. You never know, but
Week
tough
4,
loss.
4-4, right?
Yep, 4-4.
We got 4 games left. 3 of them is at home. We have a bye week next week. So we got Indiana, then we got a bye week. Then we go to Illinois. That's going to be a tough game. That's really going to be a tough game. And then we come back for the last 2 games at home. They play Purdue and then they play Rutgers. I don't think I don't think in my career at Michigan State, I don't think we ever had our last 2 games be at home. Like I remember always going to Penn State for like the last game.
Yeah.
Like we ain't never have 2 games in a row to end the season. We gonna see what y'all made of right now because we're 4-4. You got to get to 6 wins to get to a bowl game, and these games are gonna be tough. They're not easy, but 3 of them is at home. So what y'all gonna do? We gonna see.
And that's what it is. Moving on over to the Pistons. Yikes. I think we already talked about this in the past episode.
You better
0-3 to
you gonna stop forcing me to talk about these damn.
Hey, well, you're gonna. And you're doing it. No, I'm bullshitting. But really not though. Pistons are 0-3 right now. They are facing the 76ers as we talk. If we want to be real, that might be another L. But then they face the Knicks on Friday. Whatever you got, short and sweet. Floor is yours.
Tobias Harris 9 points. Tobias Harris 8 points. Tim Hardaway 9 points. These guys are playing over 30 minutes. These are the veterans that we was talking about. They're not doing anything, bro. They're not doing anything. I've never been a fan of Tobias Harris. I always thought he was the most regular player I've ever seen, dog. He just happened to be like 6'9"?
No.
Right? But he is the most basic NBA player I've ever seen, bro. Like, if he's not good. Yeah, the Pistons is gonna Pistons, bro. They're like not good right now. They're 0-3. Cade Cunningham is playing a little well, but obviously it's probably gonna take them some time to fucking glue together because they still a young team. But if your older veterans on the team are not playing well, then their voice is not gonna be heard to those younger guys. Like you
Facts.
scored 8 points, and I'm sure you ain't doing shit on defense because neither one of y'all are defensive guys. Neither one of y'all are assist guys either. I'm talking about Tim Hardaway, or Tobias Harris. Those are not, hey, we're going to get everybody involved in the game. Hey, we're going to spark it up on defense. Hey, we're going to bring energy to the bench. Those are not those type of players. So the younger guys are not going to look at you when they dropping 25 and 30 and dropping triple doubles. They're going to be like, man, whatever. We ain't thinking about what you're talking about. So we looking at a long year. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm right with you, man. Maybe you and Bucks and the Pistons need to go ahead and figure out some trades going on or whatever because we're kind of both in the same realm. But that's a whole different story to talk about there.
Y'all
Yeah.
trying to get rid of Giannis? Come on, let's bring Giannis to the D.
That's another topic for in about four weeks or a month. But some hot takes to go ahead and go over here. Tough for Stephon Diggs. He's out due to an ACL, which is horrible to even think about because if you know how passionate he is about the game, he dedicates every single minute to getting better on the field and off the field. And is just a passionate guy when it comes to football. So it's tough for him, tough for me as well to see him out. But what are your thoughts on the Texans right now? Do you think they'll still make the playoffs? Because this is a big loss. Because that, to me, in my eyes, they have Nico Collins, they got Tank Dell, but Diggs is looking like a number one for them. Talk to me about this.
Obviously, Nico Collins was already out. He was out I think he'd been on IR for like a 4-week for a hamstring or whatever. He's been out. I think he probably going to be revving it up to come back in a couple weeks. I think it's probably been like 3 weeks. So he is going to come back. And I think he is the guy that CJ Stroud got a lot of chemistry with. Not saying he don't have it with Stephon Diggs, but Nico Collins became this all-pro damn near receiver last year with CJ Stroud. So CJ Stroud is very comfortable throwing to him, so he will be back. And I think that will still be cool, even though you don't have Stephon Diggs. But Stephon Diggs is a dog. One of the hardest working guys I know. Just hard working, bro. Just love the game. Like you said, he's passionate. I don't think he's ever had one of these injuries where he missed a season.
Yeah, no, I
Like
don't
I
think
don't.
he's.
That's what I'm saying. Minnesota and in Buffalo, I don't think he missed a season. I don't think this dude barely missed a game. If we really think about it, I don't think he's missed games like that.
I don't
Um.
think so either. I can't
So
recall.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to have something like this, that I know that shit was pretty devastating, especially like just running the. It's crazy to me, bro. When you can just be running the same way you always ran something, and something like that can just happen.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro. Like, how can that happen? I done did this shit a million times, and it's my knee just like that's just how life go, man. But he gonna be a free agent next year. And I think
Yeah.
he's bad because he still gonna get it back. Cause he a dog. He gonna go in and fit somewhere and be really really well. If I'm him, I might think about considering taking my talents to Baltimore. I think they got a spot for him over there, and if I'm him, I go over there. But I am. I'm me. Um, Texas Texans. You said are they gonna go to the Super Bowl, or you said they're gonna win a division,
Are they going to make the playoffs?
or are they gonna make the playoffs? I would say they should make the play. Let me see. I think they make the playoffs. I think they make the playoffs without Stephon Diggs. But they can't lose nobody else though.
No, for real.
And Nico Collins got to come back and be Nico Collins, because I think you got Tank Dell that might get this might help Tank Dell continue to find his way back into this offense, because he ain't been around either. And he had an injury last year, probably around the same time. Um, you got young guys. I seen Hutchinson. He was from Iowa State. He come in and make his little plays from time to time. Mechie from Alabama.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of these guys are going to get opportunities now. And then you got C.J. Stroud. Like, I'm not just going to take it off the top of C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud is a game changer. So I'm not going to be like, oh, they're not going to make the playoffs. I'm going to bet on them making the playoffs, especially in their division. Like, they still should run that division. They still should win that division no matter what. So, yeah, I definitely got them making the playoffs.
No, absolutely. And you had just touched on it when you were talking there. The Ravens, they went ahead and did sign Diontae Johnson. Does that help? What do you think? Looking at that when you saw it on Twitter, if whatever Instagram or popped up on your phone as a notification, what'd you think of that move?
I like it. I told you I like Diontae Johnson. I think he a crafty wide receiver. I think he know how to get open. I think he know how to catch the ball. We didn't seen him play with a lot of quarterbacks, and he still can make some plays with a lot of different quarterbacks.
Right.
And I like him for Lamar. Lamar gonna have to find him though. But I like him in his offense because he know how to get open before the ball gets there. It's some guys that really, they're not that good at getting open. They might catch the ball, they might get open sometimes, against the zone. But I'm talking about man to man. Can you break them down at the line of scrimmage, go around them, and run your route and get open and catch the ball? Diontae Johnson is a guy that can do that. I like him. I studied this game. I always say he should have go to the Chiefs. I remember talking about this last year when they were talking about trade. I'm like, bro, he need to go to the Chiefs because he's good and he's nice, or the Ravens or whoever else. But I think this helps that wide receiver room for sure, because it might take pressure off of Bateman and Zay Flowers and even Lamar. It might take pressure off of them guys because this dude can make catches. He can make contested catches. He has went over 1,000 yards in a season before. He has had 100 catch season before. So, and when they made that change from Bryce Young to Andy Dalton, the first game he had like 9 catches for 130 and a touchdown. And then the next game after that, he had like 6 catches for 83. So this is a guy that can make plays. He just need to be in the right space in the right place. And I think this can be the right place for him. I actually like the trade. I think it's pretty damn good. For real.
No, I think it'll definitely help him out. I was on Twitter joking around they might be a decoy for for Bates and Flowers, but who knows? I think he'll definitely fit in very well, and I think making this move is definitely getting them to where, like, all right, hey, there's no excuses now. I don't want to hear nothing about, we ain't got this, we don't have that. You got a run game, you got wide receivers on the outside, and you got the best arguably the best quarterback, if not the best quarterback in the NFL. Make it happen. So it's a good move for them. Staying within the NFC, Chiefs, man, what are they? Are they en route for a three-peat? I mean, we got Patrick Mahomes basically having multiple interceptions, and you don't want that at the quarterback position, but they're 7-0. They got a defense. Are you like? Are we really? Is this what it's going to be like for the next 3 years, 6 years, 10 years? Talk to me
What?
about this.
What? Him throwing picks or him winning?
The Chiefs just winning in general.
Oh
Well, all of it.
yeah, they gonna be winning. They definitely gonna be winning. I'm not saying they gonna always win a Super Bowl every year, but I don't see Patrick Mahomes going 6-11. I don't see that at all. Or what is it, 6-12? How many games? Whatever it is. I don't
Yeah.
see him a season where you feel me. They
Right.
5-12 or something like that. I don't see that ever happening. I think he's always going to be around the 9+ win season, especially in his division. But can they get a repeat, a three-peat? I think they en route to it. I think they. I'm not. Hey, somebody gonna have to beat them to show me. You feel me? Like
Absolutely.
somebody gonna have to beat somebody gonna have to beat them. Like until they get beat, I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's still the Chiefs championship to lose because they got Patrick Mahomes. And every possession, he is the most dangerous player, play by play, in the NFL. Yeah, we can go in the playoffs. It's Patrick Mahomes. In the regular season, it's Lamar for sure. But in the playoffs, game to game, play to play, quarter to quarter, I ain't never seen nobody have their hand around the league ever since I've been watching. Damn, that's crazy. I'm even saying that. I ain't never seen nobody had a hand around the throat of the NFL like Mahomes had. Because y'all know people gonna say, "Oh, what about Tom Brady? He won this, bro." Tom Brady's first 3 championships, he was not the reason they was winning championships,
Facts.
and even a couple of them other ones, he wasn't. Even a couple of them other ones. But when you look at the Chiefs, they won. They won because of Patrick Mahomes. You can say everything you want to say, that defense and all this and all that. But Patrick Mahomes was the MVP in every single one of them. And they was down by 10 points in every single one of his championships. And he in the fourth quarter, by the way. Not just down by 10 points in the second quarter. I'm talking about entering the fourth quarter, they were down by 10 points. And he came back and won those games. Because he got that ultra clutch gene. And until somebody beat him, three-peat on the way, four-peat on the way, five-peat on the way, until somebody beat him. Because they ain't stopping. They gonna continue to get better. And then Rice gonna be back next year. He'll be back next year. They gonna continue to draft well. Andy Reid ass ain't going nowhere. He an idiot if he retired. I'm staying there till I'm 95 if Mahomes there. So I think it's a great chance that they definitely can three-peat, especially looking around at the AFC with all the stuff going on in the AFC. Obviously, Texas just lost their receiver. Ravens defense is looking terrible. You feel me? It's just a lot of stuff going on. Bills, but do they have the defense? Do they have the offense to make it happen? We'll see. But until somebody stops the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, I got the Chiefs winning.
Man, and it's crazy. It's like the Chiefs right now, all their, Patrick Mahomes, everybody's in a good little chartered Delta flight, and they just coasting up in the air. And when they need fuel, they send somebody up there to go ahead and go take care of them. They're on autopilot. And like you said, if there's a team that doesn't beat them, and I don't care if you do the media, whatever you want to hear say, what is Unk say when leg is in five? Or Chiefs in the playoffs. How about that? And Chiefs winning in the playoffs because it's the effect.
And it's like,
Patrick Mahomes is it's just he's the guy, and it's just nothing you can do about it. It's just like when Jordan was doing his thing. It's just like when LeBron was doing his thing. That's how big of an impact he has on the game when it comes to these games, and you can't do nothing about it. There's 3 seconds on the clock or 10 seconds on the clock. Mahomes gonna figure it out. On the road, up north, down south, anywhere, France. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. But I'm right with you. I don't put nothing past the Chiefs when it comes to playoffs and it's not the effect because they have a very good football team, top to bottom.
Yeah.
That's what people need to understand as well. Like it ain't just the passion. Yeah, it is that a little bit, but Andy Reid and his staff has got those guys down packed because why? They've been there before. They've won multiple, and they know what it takes to go ahead and get their guys going, and they know how to adjust on the fly. So
And
we'll see.
the guys they bring in, it's like they fit the mold quick. You feel what I'm saying? Like the guys they like even even Hopkins. He came in and he fit the mold quick. Guys they drafted, they come in, they draft well. Feel me? A lot of the guys they draft be there for 3, 4, 5 years, and they either gonna pay them or they gonna go somewhere else and get paid. So it's just becoming like a winning factory. One of the best of this. You know, you got the Patriots, of course. You feel me? You got the Chiefs. You know, you got your Steelers and your Packers and them like that because they done won from time to time. But even the Steelers and the Packers, they wasn't as dominant as the Patriots and the Chiefs are. The Chiefs are right now how the Patriots were with Tom Brady. The Packers and them wasn't dominant like that. When it comes to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, I don't even look at his stats no more. I don't give a damn if he throws 30 interceptions. Line it up in the playoffs and show me that you can beat him.
Right.
Until you can do that, until somebody can show me that they can beat him in a playoff game, it don't matter what you say. It don't matter. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if he throw picks, any of that. Because when the game is on the line and he got the ball in his hand, everybody in the world are already banking on, hey, he about to go down there and he about to either score, kick a field goal, whatever it is. We already like, bro, he gonna do it. More than we probably have ever done it for anybody. Think about the statement I just made. The belief that the people have when they watching him is more believable than anybody in fucking sports. I mean, we got LeBron, but but I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes with 22 players on the field. Basketball is just 10. You can control the game a little better than that. Football, you going up against a lot, and you going up against elements.
Yes, you are. That's what it is. We ain't gonna go ahead and speak any more on that, but still staying within that AFC, man. Anthony Richardson getting benched for Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's on a generational marathon right now for him still playing. Talk to me briefly about this because it's tough to see it, man. I don't even know what to say on it because it's just disappointing. I don't understand that as someone that comes out and says that I'm tired. I'm just tired. That goes back to what you tell me all the time. Like, hey, bro, some people want it, some people don't want it. Talk to me about this.
I didn't. I'm trying to be respectful. I didn't see it, but I think I was on something and I seen Pat McAfee and I seen one of his tweets or something, and he was going off, and I didn't understand what he was talking about because I didn't see it. I didn't know what was going on at this time, and this
Right.
was on Sunday. I think it was like literally when it happened, he tweeted, and I'm like, well, I don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking about? So I'm watching Sunday night, football in America, right before the Sunday night football, and they showed it and they saying it, and he had a 20-yard run, and I think he got the first down, but he went out of the game because he said he was tapping his helmet too. He's tapping it. Hey, come get me, come get me, come get me. I'm the quarterback. Come get me. I don't think no. I've never seen no shit like this in my life in no level of football. No level. No level. Either being on a team or watching it. I ain't never seen a quarterback tap out on any level. I'm talking about motherfucker, we 7 years old in little league football. If you tired, you not coming out the game as a quarterback, bro. That shit was weird. That was weird to me. I would have benched him too. Cause obviously your awareness is a fucking zero. And if you're not aware, even if that was the truth, why would you say that? Why would you? And this another thing that I was like, damn, this kind of messed up. I'm sure they act because this is after the game when he was in that press conference. I'm sure they asked him what happened. I'm talking about his coaches
Yeah.
or media people. You the quarterback, media people is around you. And I'm talking
Right.
about the Indianapolis Colts media. Like they come like they tell you, hey, you don't need to say this, answer this that way. Type of shit like that. You know, they letting you know, prepping you for what questions probably gonna be asked so you can know, what to say or whatever. Especially with quarterbacks, because you like quarterbacks speak after every game. Everybody else don't. Nobody told him not to say that. So
Or
nobody told him not to say, hey, bro, even if you was tired, and we know because we heard you. Obviously on the sideline, you said like, bro, I'm tired. You on the knee. So obviously they know like, oh, what the fuck? What is going on? Nobody told him, hey, bro, don't. If they ask you about that play, make something up. Don't say that. Yeah, he couldn't be my quarterback.
couldn't be mine either after that, because that was it didn't make any sense. And I'm gonna just leave it at that, and that's why he's benched. So
That
I
was
would
bad.
even put that was bad. I would put it right now that he looked like he might not be in the league very quickly
Bro,
after
I
after
be. Go ahead.
after what he just did. And then for him to have the audacity, granted, like you said, a great point of saying, media coming up to you, but when you already see someone do what they did, their actions are already shown. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. He don't really want to go ahead and go through maybe what he's already went through 2 years from now, being hurt, not having a team to go ahead and his supposedly thinking that are not taking care of him, not having weapons, not having this, not having that. Maybe being the pressure of a quarterback is a little bit too much. He can't handle it. There's so many things that factor in because you just made that play during a game where guys are trying to be in the same position as you as a quarterback. You just go ahead and I don't need any of this right now. so
And think about
so
this.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm
Think,
like, what?
think about this. Let's say his teammates or his coaches did have doubt about him. Let's just say they did, which we fucking know because this is a guy that went 9 for 32 in the game. Insane. So they already had doubts about him. They already was talking about benching him anyway. Joe Flacco was playing better. I don't even know why they named him the starter. I remember we came back when Joe Flacco, it was like a couple episodes ago, when Joe Flacco was balling, we like, bro, even if he healthy, he need to sit down and learn how to play quarterback, bro.
Right.
He needs to sit and every time, the best experience is on the field. Have y'all been watching this motherfucker? Have y'all been watching him? I don't believe the best experience is always just throwing yourself out there in the fire and playing, especially if you're not ready.
Right.
If you're not ready, you're not. If you're not ready up here, because you can be 6'8", 250 pounds and run a 4.3 and can throw the ball. Remember that throw he threw like a few weeks ago to number 14 when he was like damn near about to fall down and he threw a fucking dime? If you don't have it up here, you don't have it. And for you to say you was tired and come out of an NFL game as a quarterback, O-line don't come out the game. Linebackers don't come out the game.
No.
Defense, DBs, I wish I would. Hey, coach, I just ran two D balls in a row. I'm tired. Hey, bring in the other corner to come get me. No, you're going to have to be tough. You're going to
Yep.
have to be tough. You're going to have to know, hey, after this big old run I just made, if I'm Anthony Richardson, I just made it. It was a nice run. Threw a fucking guy off of him and everything. I got to know that my coach is going to come back and call a running play so I can hand the ball off and get my breath going back. And even if he don't, I still have to stay here and make a fucking play, bro. He needs to sit down and learn how to play quarterback. He only had 10, 12 starts in college, period. He need to sit down and learn how to play quarterback if he can. Because we seen from this season, bro, he's not and he has potential. He has potential. And I ain't saying he gotta be Patrick Mahomes or he gotta be Cam Newton. Bro, you just gotta get better. You just gotta continue to get better, bro. And would you say he's getting better? He make dumb decisions. Like he be hurt because of shit he be doing. And all of those decisions, you can't shy away from acting like you don't see those decisions that he making. So that was a very, 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 very bad look on him. And like you said, you keep thinking because they drafted you number 4 that they got to keep you. Look at Zach Wilson.
Hello.
Look at Trey Lance.
Hello.
Look at all these guys. Look at Jameis Winston. Look at Baker Mayfield. They was number 1 overall draft pick. If he want to play football, he better show that shit because I think his chances are over with. He gonna have to prove it that he want to because it's a privilege to be in the league, bro. I understand, you know, you good and you worked hard. Everybody work hard. Everybody that play high school ball and college ball that try to get the league, they work hard as fuck. But it's so many dynamics that come into being an NFL player. And if you're not taking the right advantage of that shit, you're going to look up and it's going to be over. It's going to be over, bro. So I hope he get his shit together, boy, because he got talent. But Jamarcus Russell had talent too. That's it.
Man, hopefully he figures it out because it's sad to see, like real shit. It's just sad to see just that period and in general because there's just so much talent that potentially right now can be wasted or it might be a wake-up call. But hopefully it's a wake-up call. He figures it out. But that was a very bad move on his part. Moving outside of the NFL, got some college football things, especially some hot takes there. Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, Buffs, getting it together now. Believe that they're somewhere maybe a realms of 6-2, maybe if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't know, but they got a good schedule. They got a good record. They are, I think, maybe third in their conference, fourth in their conference. People wrote them off already. Talk to me about them.
4th in their conference, 6-2. They
It's a
had
great
that.
guess.
They had that last. Huh?
Said it was a great guess by me.
Yeah. They should be third, but they lost to Kansas State at the end of the game. Obviously, Travis Hunter missed. They had Travis Hunter and 3 receivers out the entire second half, and they only lost by 3 points. This Colorado team looking good, man. Colorado team looking good. They taking advantage of their opportunities. You starting to see other guys outside of Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders make plays now. You starting to see that D line. Hey, them boys hunting, bro.
Warren Sapp got them boys eating.
They hunting. You can tell they believe. They believe. Like last year they probably didn't believe, but I think they believe this year. They getting to the ball. They getting to the quarterback. They stopping the run. You feel me? Like we was always last year looking at Colorado defense, like, bro, this shit look like high school Division 12 football on defense that they playing. But
Yes.
now they look legit. They making plays. Corners are looking good. Safeties are playing well. Linebackers, D-line, they doing their thing. Travis Hunter obviously doing his thing. Even the other corners. I seen number 3. I don't know his name. Now I ain't good with names, but number 3 making plays. Number 9 making plays. 24 making plays. They all doing their thing. This offense looking well. Shedeur, best college quarterback in college right now, should be a top 2 pick, if not number 1. I think he goes number 1, depending on who's number 1. And if it ain't a good situation, Deion not sending him to Carolina.
You know
Deion
that.
him to some of these other teams, but it's some teams that Deion gonna allow his son to go to, which I think if you got ranked like that, do it. But shout out to the Jimmy Horns. That motherfucker is fast, bro.
Bro,
Number 5,
it
dog.
makes no sense. He be moving.
When he get the ball, I'll be like, and he ain't one of those, bro. When he catch the ball, it's 0 to 100 right now. Like you better be warmed up. Even number 10 be sliding. I like his spirit. He be making plays. I like his game. Running backs be making plays. This team just look like a complete team, man. Obviously they ranked. They ranked for the first time under Deion. What they're 23?
Think so, yeah.
I think they ranked 23 right now. Let me make sure. I was just on that down. Yep, ranked 23. They going on the road to play against Texas Tech Saturday. I don't know. It's the game at night.
Hopefully. Be nice.
I hope not. I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired. Boy, I stayed up last. But then they play at 10 o'clock last. I stayed up and watched the whole game. I'm like, bro, I can't do this, bro. I'm tired, bro. But they just look better, man. They look good. And my thing is, they got 4. How many games together? They got 4 games left. They 6-2 right now. They play at Texas Tech. which should be a win. Texas, God damn, Texas Tech. They play at Texas Tech. That should be a win. They play versus Utah. Utah is a good team, but I think they have a quarterback situation where they don't have a quarterback. So I don't. We shall see. But they play Utah. They play Utah in Colorado, so that's going to be pretty good as well. Then they play Kansas at Kansas, and then they end the season off playing against Oklahoma State. So those are 4 very, very, very winnable games. So let's just say they 10-2 at the end of the year. I don't know. Is it a Big 10 championship? A Big 12 championship?
Absolutely.
So it's a Big 12 championship. Let's just say they make the Big 12 championship, right? And let's just say they win the Big 12 championship. You think they're not going to the playoffs?
Oh, they're in the playoffs. If they win out, they're going to be a seeded team that has like a bye or however that 12 team goes. They're going to be in it.
Even let's say they win these games, they win 4 games, and they don't make it to the Big 12 championship because I guess two other teams are just, they probably beat them or they won the head to head and they got a better record. And let's just say Colorado don't make it to the Big 12 championship, but the team that lose, they better than them. Do Colorado get into the 12-team playoffs? Do you think they get in then?
Yeah, if I was sitting on the committee and they made it and they say the game was
No. If Colorado didn't make the Big 12 championship because 2 other teams,
oh,
they lost to Kansas State, and let's just say they lose to Utah or something like that.
if Kansas State and Utah are in it, they're not going to make the playoffs.
Okay, but let's say Colorado do go and they lose. Do you think
they'll get into that whatever like low seed to get into the playoffs?
you think the first 12-team college playoff? You think they don't want to see Colorado and Deion Sanders, bro? They talk about Deion more than in Colorado more than anybody in college football. You think them people? Because it's about money. It's about money.
Absolutely.
You think they ain't gonna vote them in?
Oh, they're gonna vote him in for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're
So
gonna. I mean, either way you put it, they going if they come out to where they only have say 3 losses and they got 10 wins or whatever, regardless if they are going to be a team that is already going to be in that. All right, well, we know we're going to get the viewers up on TV broadcasting. We know we're going to go ahead and Colorado travels now, so they got the money to bring the people out. And on top of that is Coach Prime and his kids. The story. It's a story. They're going to continue that story, and I think they definitely are going to be looked at to for sure be in the playoffs. If they play well, though, that's the thing, which I think they will.
that's what I'm saying. So if they take care of their business, they're gonna be in the playoffs. And obviously, nobody had them going to that this year at all. I talked to a lot of people that just didn't. They weak, man. Y'all just talking about Deion and Shador and but they ain't got no team and all that. But okay, let's say they win 10 games. Let's say they win these last 4 games. Then what you gonna say? Because this is the same team this is the same team. They ain't had nobody transfer in middle of the season to start balling. No, it's the same team. So I like what Colorado doing. Shit, shout out to Deion, shout out to Shador, Travis Hunter, Heisman, one of the most dynamic players in college football history ever. I don't know what that was, but
Halloween, bro, you got ghosts in that crib.
man, they be pulling up. But yeah, man, I love what Colorado is doing, and I'm excited to see them finish this season off on the high end, and potentially receive one of those spots in the playoffs. I'll be excited to see that.
Right with you on that. It's always good to see. I love Coach Prime. I love Deion Sanders. So love what they're doing. Last but not least, here before we go, we can talk about your Lakers. AD winning MVP this year? Question mark. Playing very well. Hey, all that talk about JJ Redick not knowing what he's doing. The past 4 games that I've seen, dramatic change in coaching. Talk to me about it.
I like it, man. I watched a couple games that came on TV. Obviously, JJ just seemed like one of them mad scientists. Like you watch Dexter Laboratory,
Absolutely.
JJ. That's JJ. Like he's one of those guys that's just very. I feel like he's very psychotic about this shit. You feel me? And that's good because I'm seeing motions in this offense and different ways to utilize these guys that I have not seen for the last 3 years. That's all I'm gonna say. I have not seen that. He got these guys playing well. He put them in different positions to make plays. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I ain't no motherfucking substitution problems. We ain't calling timeout problems. I ain't seeing none of that from what I'm seeing right now. So I like the way JJ is approaching this team, and I like the way they started. I mean, when the last time LeBron James been 3-0? You know, started the season 3-0. Obviously, they lost. Was it last night or the night before last? One of them. I think they lost money. My bad. That was that. They looking good though. They looking good. Offense looking good. Reeves looking good. All the guys looking good. Brian looking good. AD though. Can AD win the MVP? Shit, if he keep playing like this, why wouldn't he be? If he keep playing like this, and then when he go up against Joker and Embiid and Victor Wembanyama, he doing his thing versus them. And obviously, I just seen they came up with this mantra like they did in 2020 that we don't want to lose 2 games in a row. If the Lakers do that, and AD is first of all, I know AD will be the reason they're not losing 2 in a row now. If that is the case, then yes. And I don't think you want to see AD get an MVP. Because if he do, the Lakers win the championship. I'm telling you that right now. If AD is a top 3 or 2 or 1 choice for the MVP, the Lakers are winning the championship this year. And I'm not even saying that. I am saying that. But if he do that, they're going to win. So I think he potentially can. Why not? Him or Luka, that's how I see it. I like the way he's playing dominant, stretching the floor, getting the other guys involved in the game, blocking shots, passing the ball, look healthy, adding different moves to his bag too. I see him in the post. He put a little shuffle, moved him around, and then dunked it. I'm like, bro, that's kind of Brian-like. And I never seen AD do that. You always see him get the ball and turn around and face up or something like that. He don't back you down and then put his shoulder and wrap around you and dunk. I ain't seen him do that a lot. But I seen him do that a few times this year. And I'm like, oh shit. So hopefully JJ Redick is able to unlock things within this team, this offense, these rotations that we haven't seen in the last few years. Obviously knowing that this has been like the same team. So shout out to the Lakers, man. Shout out to JJ. I think he's doing a good job right now. More in that Steve Kerr bag. That Chauncey Billups bag, being a player and coaching, being a head coach. I like it. I like what they got going on. I'm excited to see. Obviously, we're only 4 games in, but I'm excited to see how I continue to go.
No, it's good to see. I love seeing, I got AD. Right now what I'm seeing, I got AD winning MVP for sure. It's either going to be him, it's going to be Anthony Edwards, it's going to be Luka, or it's going to be SGA. It's going to be them 4 guys. But I'm liking, seeing what the Lakers are doing. They got all the pieces that they need to have. They have. Shout out to them. JJ Redick was their guy, and I think he's going to be there for a long time because, as you just mentioned, he takes this shit serious, but he's so just intense on it. When you have an intense coach that cares about winning, he doesn't like to lose. You saw it. The man was sweating profusely, getting asked questions on how they lost. You got something. So with that, yeah, go ahead.
One last thing.
Yeah.
I think we are finally entering that Anthony Davis prime.
Yeah, that's real.
And when I say prime, because there's multiple primes you have as players. You got your physical athlete. I'm just outrun you, out jump you, out everything you prime. And then you got that prime up here where you're in when the game just slow down and like you can't stop me. Like once you get it up here, because this gonna come with it. And then when you get it up here, it's over with. And I think we finally entering. I hope I ain't jinxing this motherfucker. Motherfucker might twist his ankle tomorrow and be out for the whole year. AD. But he is finally entering another prime. And not just have his athletic prime. We know he fucking a giant and all that. he's entering another prime. And I think that's going to be very, 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 very beneficial for the Lakers on some Joker type shit for the Nuggets. You get what I'm saying?
I get you. I hear you.
Yep.
I hear you. With that being said, everyone, you have a great rest of your week, great weekend. Tons of sports on. Obviously today, tomorrow, Sunday. If you got time to sit down and go ahead and, maybe have yourself one with some people, go ahead and do it. A lot of great sporting events on. Lip, see you just held the water. I got water in here. Take us out, brother.
Who winning tonight? It's game 5 tonight, right?
For the MLB. Yeah, talking about MLB. I got the Dodgers, but it might not happen. Hopefully it's game 7 though. You don't know nothing about MLB. Man, we'll see y'all next weekend, man. He trying to over here talk about you guys have a good weekend, y'all. Peace out, man.